Hey everyone, we're going to let a few more people join us and we'll have Nick from SDF kick us off. Thanks for joining in. Alrighty, I think we can get started. Nick, do you want to kick us off?
Absolutely. Thanks everybody for joining today. My name is Nick. I work at the Stellar Development Foundation in product. And today we've got the team from Phoenix with us. We've been celebrating ecosystem partners who've made it to mainnet. Phoenix went live almost a month ago. These guys have been building a DeFi hub on Stellar. So we're excited to have the team from Phoenix with me today. Jacob, co-founder and smart contracts lead, Milan, co-founder and front end lead, and Griffin, the marketing director. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us, Nick and Gabby. Great to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Awesome. Well, guys, do you want to give a little bit more background on Phoenix itself? I know you guys are working on a number of things. The first thing you've launched is an AMM, but why don't you tell us a little bit more about the project, your goals, aspirations, and sort of how you came to Stellar?
Absolutely. So we started building on Stellar in June of 2023. We had heard about Sorabon, which is the smart contracts platform that Stellar had just recently launched this year. So we really got our start. We wanted to start with a decentralized exchange. We're going to be going with a suite of DeFi protocols after that. So we also have an NFT marketplace coming up really soon. Kind of like the quick high level there.
Nice.
So just real quick, Jakob is asking if you can make him a speaker again. He somehow dropped out here.
Oh
Yeah. Maybe
Gabby
the
will be able to help
itself too, if you don't mind. Gotta love the tech problems.
Yeah. Twitter Spaces. It still doesn't work on your desktop. So, yeah. So talk to me a little bit more about sort of the idea behind going with this hub approach. So, how should we think about sort of what Phoenix is going to be in the near term, but more importantly, like what it's going to be in the long term?
Absolutely. So, I mean, long-term vision is to be the one-stop shop for all things DeFi on Stellar. So, I mean, the launch of Sorabon, smart contracts on Stellar, was just like a really, really unique opportunity because, I mean, Stellar itself has been around since 2014. I think 32 or something like that in total overall market cap. And it's just a really, really promising project doing really good things, with the motto, bringing blockchain to the real world. So just the potential there was amazing. So we were able to get in touch with actually the Stellar Community Fund, which actually was able to fund us to build the decentralized exchange and then the NFT marketplace. So it's just been an amazing opportunity that we didn't want to miss out on to be one of the really first people building like smart contract protocols.
I would also expand on that because it's, I think, especially nowadays, it's so crucial to create good, stable, and viable products. Because we've already been through yet another bear market, and right now it's a great time to basically show what problems blockchain really can solve. We need to start with smaller steps. Right now with Phoenix, which as a DeFi hub is meant to be a hub for multiple protocols that can coexist with each other and that can synergize their strengths, and to provide basically a very good experience for a user. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's like that key vision. Like all protocols that we're going to launch are going to synergize with each other and all have a foe as like the center utility of it.
Got it. And how do you think about how should the ecosystem and other developers in the ecosystem think about engaging with the sort of Phoenix Hub?
Yeah, so while we're building out our own protocols, we are very interested in working with other Stellar projects as well and getting them integrated on the hub because, yeah, we really want it to be that one-stop shop that anyone can come to. So it doesn't necessarily need to be specifically Phoenix protocols. So, yeah, just like great opportunities for collaboration.
Yeah, especially when projects are about to launch their own token or anything and don't know really where to start, like providing that to as liquidity to exchanges or whatever. Like I think Phoenix can be a very easy entry point as we are really good connected with the community, and everybody is be free to DM us if you have any project that you want to list, but also later on we could think about an SDK for wallets or anything, to trade, swap functionality and all that. So we really want to, not only be on Soroban, but be more like the center hub on Soroban in a long way.
That makes sense. I think one of the sort of feedback points that I've been discussing with folks in the Stellar Developer Discord, there's this question of, Classic Stellar has very good liquidity because of the way that the protocol is built. Right, we have this path payment functionality where you get access to both the classic AMMs but also classic DEX, right? And so as we've made this transition and opened up Soroban, the question has come, how do we find the sort of similar cases of or similar venues for liquidity so that people can swap value between assets they need to sort of compose with on Soroban. How do you guys think about making that interface and that capability open and available to developers? Are you thinking about that as like an integration point so people will just be able to invoke your contracts to swap, or are you going to provide some sort of aggregation layer? How do you think about that question?
I would say in each case it depends on each protocol or basically feature that we would like to provide, but I can easily see it both ways. Right now, let me start another way. It depends. Right now we are working on NFT marketplace, and the way we envision it, it's gonna be compatible with. It's gonna work on top of Stellar Classic assets. It's gonna support the latest sort of an NFT interface, which is supported by other projects as well. And we want to build on top of that. So plus we want to build the whole framework for users to be able to create their own NFT collections, or to even create their own projects. What is important in a good tooling? It's good documentation, audited code, basically understanding of the purpose. Those are like crucial paradigms that we are trying to incorporate basically in every line of code that we are working on. Let me say like that. And it might differ from protocol to protocol. So we definitely are working mostly right now on solely on open source code. We want to provide tooling for the community. We are making some really great contributions. Please check out our code. I promise you won't be disappointed. And I think this is definitely a good foundation for other projects to prototype based on our our implementations already. And we want to only expand in that direction.
Yeah, makes sense. Maybe I'll take one step back, and then before we dive into talk a little bit about the NFT work that's coming, maybe talk a little bit about sort of, the basic design parameters of your AMM, right? It's a classic sort of like product constant AMM. As if I think it's a fixed spread. What are the sort of mechanics of that
Yes.
AMM protocol look like?
Sure, I will explain shortly. So basically, this is our pools are stable product liquidity pools, so-called XYK liquidity pools. The way it works, you provide two tokens as a liquidity to the pool, and then based on that, you can exchange by putting some tokens on one side, withdrawing on the other. That's how buying selling works. For providing liquidity, you receive LP share token, liquidity pool share tokens, which then you are bonding. Those tokens are the proof that you provided that liquidity. LP share tokens are bonded on our platform, although we, in a second, I'll explain further. The longer you bond, therefore, the longer you keep liquidity on our platform, the bigger rewards you are receiving. You can withdraw your provided liquidity anytime, and this is our strategy for uneven times. We don't want to lock users or force them to participate if they are not feeling secure about current market conditions or anything. Yeah, and all of that is built on top of a very robust factory that manages the state of the whole pool. We have implemented smart routing, which allows you to create paths between assets that don't have currently direct trade. So there is no direct pool within them. Plus, we have several features built that users basically don't know about it. So, for example, the way what happens with fees when they are being received after payment. We created implementation that can, for example, automatically split payments into several different purposes. Yeah, so I would say this is more or less like a very quick, brief overview of our architecture.
Yeah, and to circle back to the question with the slippage. So right now our app has a maximum spread of 1%. We implemented that for security because we started with a very low amount of TVL, like total value locked. The pools were very, very small. But we are open to, increase that limit because, in the last 3 weeks, we got over 350,000 in TVL, thanks to this SDF and thanks to community. Soon we can, enable custom slippages